So in my last video, I talked about the process of masking. In this video, I want to show you what that looks like. I think it's important that people who don't have to go through this process, perhaps because they just have good social skills, can understand how effortful it is for some other people. So here goes. Hi, great to meet you. Yeah, I hate these sorts of things too. By the way, I wanted to say, I noticed your notebook earlier. It's fantastic. Where did you get it? I know the one. Yes, the one on the corner of Main Street. Yeah, fantastic. To be honest, the philosophy section, yeah, but the coffee, yeah, the coffee's amazing, yeah. Do you mind if I ask, is that Ganesh, that particular design? Huh, interesting. Does that come from oh, you live there. Oh my God, that's impressive. Oh my God, I've always wanted to do something like that. Can I ask, do you mind if I ask some more questions? It's not too personal. Okay, so did you pick up any of the language? How long were you there? Amazing. Wow. And do you mind, is it okay if I ask you these questions? Yeah. So do you feel like it changed you as a person? Do you feel like there were any sort of lessons that you sort of brought back? Wow. Yeah, I've heard people say similar things. Yeah. How about your job? Do you take any of that into the work that you do? Yeah. Wow. You are living the dream. And it sounds like you really enjoy what you do. So, 3 things. I wanted to kind of pick up on 3 kind of things from the comments. The first is, it would be great if we could stop with the kind of the burn the witch type reaction. Quite a lot of people respond with, that's creepy or manipulative. But really what I'm trying to get across is that some people have to make a tremendous amount of effort to fit in, just because there are kind of hidden punishments for not doing that. This is why witches had to go and live in the woods. The second thing is, people will say, just be yourself. I think this highlights a fundamental misunderstanding of people on the spectrum. There's a lot of variation in terms of what that means, but one characteristic which is shared is not attaching the same significance to social stimuli. To put that kind of crudely and overstate it, I don't necessarily see you as more important than a chair. I don't wish any harm to chairs. I'll treat chairs decently, but this is why people on the spectrum typically don't make as much eye contact, because you're not more important than other things around them. And so part of the reason for masking is for my benefits, I fit in, but also for yours, so you don't feel like you're being treated just like a part of the furniture. And last but not least, the sheer number of people who said, I would see straight through that, or I would pick up on the vibe, or I'm an empath. That kind of attitude makes you vulnerable, frankly. Psychological research in this area shows that people can't detect deception any more often than chance. So people who believe that they can just pick up on a connection are precisely the kind of people that sociopaths or psychopaths will prey on, because they're more easily manipulated. So what do you do about that? Well, if you really want to understand who somebody is, look at their behavior across situations and across time. So if I'm particularly nice to you on our meeting, but then you see me do exactly the same routine with somebody standing at the bus stop, then perhaps you can guess it's not about a particular connection I have with you. Contrariwise, if I'm nice to you at a dinner date, but I ignore or I'm rude to the serving staff, I'm probably not a good person. But equally, high-functioning sociopaths will have spotted that trick. So what else can you do? Look at somebody over time. As you can probably tell, masking takes quite a lot of effort. And so when somebody gets tired, eventually the mask has to drop. So you can look at people in stressful situations or over time. For example, in the movie American Psycho, you see that happen quite a lot with Christian Bale's character. So if you want to avoid being manipulated or taken advantage of, look at people's behavior over time and across situations.